Hey everybody, it's me Alex once again, and today I'm here to give you a PSA that the PlayStation 3 controller is a piece of shit. Now, you may be thinking, oh Alex, you hate the PlayStation 3, I guess, considering you're just saying that right off the bat. No, I love the PlayStation 3. You know, the 360 and the PS3, if I had to choose one of that generation, it was definitely the PS3. It had more games, and it just sure didn't have a better online infrastructure than the 360, but it had the games. That's what mattered. So, let's talk about the build quality of these fucking things. Now, we'll talk about that after I tell you what my little story. This is more of so therapeutic, so I can get this out of my fucking head. So, I decided to go online and get a brand new PS3 controller, right? And I thought, well, this looks like one of the older ones that Sony made before they started cheaping out with the later generation ones around 2012, 2013. And I thought, okay, I'll just buy this. It was $100. And I didn't pay it all at once. So thank God I didn't, otherwise I'd be pissed. But I opened it up and I started using it. It felt great. Like, the build quality felt really solid. The buttons felt amazing. And the thumbsticks were really damn good. But there was only one horrific issue, and that was the D-pad. And I didn't notice it before when I was playing, say, the Jak and Daxter collection, because it doesn't really require you to use it too much, other than switching guns in the second and third game. But I'll tell you what, when I tested it out on Mega Man Legends 2, because I just wanted to start getting back into that, you could only really move in 4 directions easily. You had to, like, press it down hard in a diagonal direction in order to get them to move that way. I thought, nah, it's probably just Mega Man Legends 2. So I boot up the original Crash. Same thing happens. It's harder than hell to move it. And I'm thinking, what's going on here? Everything feels fine. Like, is this a defect? Because this is bullshit. So I paid $100 almost, going to be paying $100 for a defective piece of shit. Now, this is probably like a crappier knockoff one, but what are you gonna do? I decided to buy 2 controllers, just one used and one refurbished, and we're gonna test these 2 controllers out on video live to see what the problems are, if there are any problems. Because here's the thing with the PlayStation 3 controllers. I've gone through so many of these fucking things. I've had the one from my not launch PS3, but the one I got at in 2010, the Uncharted 2 bundle, I think it was, but I don't remember. And that controller worked for over 10 years. Let me think, 2010. No, probably it was about 2018 or so. So, whatever. It lasted a long time, to the point where my left stick was clicked in so many times that the clicking resistance just wasn't there. So, that I can forgive. But the major problem that happens with these pieces of shite is when you're just using it and you just apply just a little bit of pressure on your controller, like not squeezing it, but like, you grip the controller and say you push or click click the left stick in, and all of a sudden your character starts jumping, shooting, turning, doing all these other things with other action buttons being pressed in. The reason this happens is because there's a piece of foam in the controller that is supposed to help hold up the connector to the other set of connectors on the motherboard. It's a shitty design. I don't know who approved of that, but thank God they changed that with the PS4 controllers onwards, because those actually are really well made. And they just did this. I had that happen with a different black PS3 controller that I tried fixing, which I did, but for some reason the trigger buttons weren't working, and I damaged the controller, so I thought, I'll just buy a new one. Here we are with that one. That doesn't work either. And then years ago, this was when I was getting the Ratchet & Clank HD collection, so somewhere around that time, I got a blue one, and something similar happened, like the D-pad didn't work correctly, or the left stick didn't work right. I'm thinking, what is going on with my goddamn luck with these pieces of trash controllers? because I've never had this happen with literally any Sony controller other than the PS3. PS1 controllers, solidly built. PS2 controllers, super solid. Those things could take a beating. Like I had a silver controller years ago as a kid, PS3, and as a kid, 2011, and I dropped it once, just from about up here, just oh no, whatever. I'm sitting here playing my game, I drop it. Then it just the rumble stops working and the L1 button stops working. What kind of luck is this? Like, really? So, that's my PSA announcement on how the controllers are pieces of shit. But the way you're supposed to fix this kind of problem with, like, the buttons spazzing out, which seems to be the most common problem, is to put, like, a piece of tape on top of it, like electric tape or something, just to raise it up a little bit so it stays connected. But I don't know. I'm just having such bad luck with these controllers. I was about to lose it, but we came back around because, like, when this happens to you so many times, you just start to wonder, is it the controller or is it me? Because apparently Sony of 2006 hates me. But, PS4, no problems. Maybe the rubber coming off the stick, that was the worst thing that happened to me. Oh no. But after the first PS4 controller stopped working and I got new ones, no problems with any PlayStation controller since. So tell me your horror stories of the PlayStation 3 controller in the comments below. I'm sure I'm not the only one who's ever had these kind of terrible issues with these controllers, because if you do, they're fun, because taking them apart is awesome. Yeah. Anyway, my name is Alex. I'll be seeing you next time. Farewell.